Hey everyone, welcome back. Now we have the new modifier banner featuring Yingzhao, who is a wind damage dealer. She has some distinctive mechanics that can be confusing at first, so without further ado, let's start the guide. Yingzhao is a Divine Grace type unit and her dodge has some different mechanics from others. Dodge without moving and dodge with moving will trigger different effects on her skills. If you dodge without moving, you can see the right mark will lighten up. With this mark on, her skills are enhanced. You can see her body glows with the yellow color when she uses enhanced skill. Enhanced skills share the same cooldown with the normal skills and have some additional effects. If you dodge with moving, she spins her weapon and deals a little damage while the left mark will lighten up. This will also change skills into derivative skills and you can see the skill icon is changed. The last skill you use before dodge will be changed into derivative skills and you can have only one derivative skills at one time. For example, if you use skill 1 and 2, then dodge with a move, only skill 2 will be changed to a derivative skill. And if you use skill 3 and dodge with a move in this scenario, derivative skill 2 is cancelled and skill 3 will be replaced with the derivative skills instead. Derivative skills do not have a cooldown, so if you have enough Divine Grace and dodge gauge, you can repeat the skill over and over again. One thing to note is that to trigger enhanced skill or derivative skill, you need at least 5 Divine Grace. If you have less than 5 Divine Grace, the mark will not lighten up when you dodge, and cannot trigger enhanced nor derivative skills. However, once you lighten up the marks, you can still use enhanced or derivative skills with less than 5 Divine Grace. Her normal attack consists of 6 animations and grants 42 Divine Grace upon a full hit. The skill 1 kicks the enemy 3 times and deals damage. Enhanced skill 1 now grants 10 Divine Grace upon each hit. Derivative skill 1 kicks the enemy 1 time and deals damage. The skill 2 thrusts the enemy 1 time and deals damage, but if you press and hold the skill button, you can charge and release a more powerful thrust attack. Enhanced skill 2 releases the full charged skill immediately. Derivative skill 2 releases a quick thrust attack. The skill 3 hits the enemy 6 times and deals damage. Enhanced skill 3 now recovers 10% of dodge gauge upon each hit. Derivative skill 3 is a simple damage dealing skill like other derivative skills. The ultimate skill is a simple damage dealing skill. The ultimate skill chain with Luliang deals damage and increases wind damage of Yingzhao by 30% for 15 seconds, plus summon a lucky coin. Normal attack after extremity dodge with and without moving will trigger a 6 attack combination, and this attack will reduce the damage taken by 50% for 1.5 seconds for Yingzhao. Lastly, Yingzhao can enter the buffed state. You can trigger it by using any skill when you have full Divine Grace. This state will continuously use Divine Grace, and the state ends when the Divine Grace reaches 0, which takes about 10 seconds. In this state, Yingzhao gains various buffs such as attack bonus, damage reduction bonus, and no Divine Grace consumption on enhanced and derivative skills, but her Divine Grace grants rate reduced by 1000%. So when you play Yingzhao, try to gain Divine Grace and enter the buffed state quickly and deal damage in this state. The playstyle is different between codes, so let's check out the code first. Red code focuses on skill 1, but this code is not much used, as this code has lower damage output than other codes. Blue code has the highest DPS among other codes, but also requires more control than other codes. Now if you dodge without moving, Yingzhao's body glows for a while. And if you use enhanced skill at this timing, you will get 5 Divine Grace upon hitting. And the normal attack after this skill will be replaced with a 6 attack combination. The last code changes derivative skills 2 into enhanced skill 2 in buff state, so you can spam enhanced skill 2 in buff state. So in blue code, use dodge without moving to gain Divine Grace more quickly and try to get into buff state with the skill 2. If you equip level 3 Divine Sense for Warp, you can get full Divine Grace once you hit enhanced skill 1 and 3. Use normal attack if didn't get full Divine Grace and get into buff state with the skill 2. If you get into buff state while skill 2 is under cooldown, the DPS will drop a lot, so make sure skill 2 is ready before getting into the buff state. Once you get into buff state, spam derivative skill 2, which will be replaced with the enhanced skill 2 for maximum damage. Use ultimate skill chain before getting into buff state for maximum efficiency. Yellow code can enhance the buff state. In this code, 6 attack combination triggered by dodge effect grants 10 divine grace upon each hit. Normal attack after using all derivative skills will also trigger 6 attack combination, so you can get into the buff state faster. Also, the buff state can last longer with additional critical rate with the last code. You can simply rotate enhanced skill and derivative skills by any orders in this code, so the control is easier than the blue code. There is no huge damage gap between blue and yellow code, so you can use the code you like. Signature functor provides some useful functions. You can have up to 3 derivative skills with the signature functor, and you also don't need divine grace to use derivative skills. In addition, it gives a damage buff on skills and derivative skills and additional damage buff after dodge. So if you want to main Yingzhao and can invest in her, go for the signature functor. You can go for the new wind damage Sigil with over Sigil. For Enchant, go for the usual deal options together with the charge skill damage for skill 2. For work, please check the chart on the screen. You can team up with the Liang for the ultimate skill chain with wind damage support, and add another 10 yuan modifier to form a 10 yuan team. You can add a rank Poseidon with signature functor for divine grace charge with HP healing too. So what do you think about Yingzhao? Yingzhao is a decent wind damage dealer with fun mechanics. Additionally, just put her in the lobby screen is making her a worthwhile addition, regardless of her performance. However, if you have Osiris and Thor team and already invested much in them, you can consider to pull more Jinu or save it for future modifiers such as Mitsa or Izanami. Anyway, I hope this guide has been helpful. As always, thank you so much for watching and see you in the next one. Bye guys.